Hello. Again, if anyone or everyone is just joining me, something incredibly weird happened. Is anyone here? We'll wait. Give it some time. What happened is I got. Is everyone here? I'm back. I'm going to write in the chat. I'm back. Sean said, did I get reported? Yeah, I did. I got frozen by YouTube. I don't know if they detected some sort of copyright thing on what was going on. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it was on the picture of B. Arthur, but I got kicked off by YouTube. They froze the stream themselves. I don't know. They said there was a copyright thing. I don't know if it was it's audio or video. Could it be from me singing? I think you can sing like that. I don't think it was. I was singing short versions of songs. I didn't think that was a big deal at all. I got removed. Maybe it was Happy Days. That's what happened, Nicholas. I think I got busted by Happy Days, unfortunately. Sean said, was it a warning or a strike? I have no idea. It says it's been detected. So it stopped the stream and it shut off the chat. So I'm a real rebel. Nevertheless, Nicholas said, I guess you can say you jumped the shark. That's for sure. Bill said, did we get you kicked off for my song request? Maybe, but I've sung so much. I never thought it was a problem, and it was a cover. There was no music or, whatever. Jordan says, sorry if you answered this and missed it. When I sing you coffee, do you prefer whole grain to grind? I prefer the whole bean. That way you can grind it. You can grind it into grounds whenever you want. Thank you all for coming back. Rye said, your versions are so uncanny. You triggered it. Aaron said, I'm the bad boy of Sunday mornings. It was Tim Russert for a while, but now I'm taking over. If you are just joining us, I think Steve reported me because I'm using his coffee and he's upset. No, if you're joining, I'm drinking this delightful coffee since I've already made it, and I'm wearing these hip diesel underwear and I'm enjoying them. They're nice. Leo Monfort said, would you rather receive a oily lap dance from Dave Meltzer or watch your mom get an oily lap dance from Dave? I want to receive one. I want to see how he moves. And then I also would have to explain to my mother who Dave is. There's a whole thing. Spot Center said, I saw no nut slip. I was paying close attention. Nicholas, you now have to sing generic versions of song requests, or I can have a giant public domain list and sing songs that were published before 1927. That's my best bet. Nail said, if you can share the new link on Twitter, please do. That's fine. Thank you so much. It's sweet of you. Rye said, I'm the Joey Janela of Sunday Coffee Time. That's just a niche label. Nail said, and re-like the current stream. Terry Brown said, first thing in the morning, I get a message that my account has been shut down temporarily, but it's still accessible. I don't know. Something must be happening at Gmail, YouTube. Eric said, sing the Stars and Stripes Forever. I'm thinking of, what is the Stars and Stripes Forever? Somebody give me the lyrics and I'll start. I'm thinking of Your Grand Old Flag, which is in my, is that the song? You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, and there's never a boast or brag. Should all acquaintance be forgot? Keep your eye on the grand old flag. So if you're just joining us and coming in, as people are joining, for some reason YouTube kicked me off. They have a problem with whatever I was doing or singing. I don't know what it was, but it's a shame. It's a shame. And I think everyone should use a B. Arthur or David Arquette emoji in disapproval, and that's very sweet. David said, Nail said, maybe because the world is burning and lies are spreading, YouTube are kill switch happy today. Maybe. YouTube has been very weird since the pandemic started. It's been incredibly slow on things. Nevertheless, here we are. And if you're just joining me, I feel like I need to recap everything, but you also it happened, right? You know this is happening again. I'm making this wonderful squared circle cafe coffee, the silver blend, king of old school silver, and it's a silver bag. That just dawned on me. You know, it took me so long to realize that Hugh Morris was a pun name on the word humorous. I didn't quite dawn on me in my head until years and years, until after I met him. And he said his name multiple times in multiple ways. Ty said, excellent job, Canadian. Thank you. I am a dual citizen, Ty. We're using a lot of B. Arthur emojis, and that's a good thing. And we're voicing our approval, and we're standing together. And they'll say, yeah, we are back. Steve's Coffee is epic. Join the channel for awesome emojis. This is not a cult. Thank you for clarifying. If you join my channel memberships, is not a cult. Eric said, wait, can you show Nipple and Crotch on Twitch? No, you can't. I've spoken specifically to the Twitch people, and they made it clear to me that you can't do that. You cannot be in your underwear on Twitch. There's some weird rule of like you have to be dressed appropriately to the environment. And I was like, it's kind of my thing, you know. I don't know if you understand what I do, but it's that. It's basically only that. Major said, I thought you kicked me out. I did not kick you out. I got kicked out. This is terrible. Eric said, wait till you get General Erection. Don't get it. It's not really. I thought his name was Eric Rection. Neil said, what good, bad, unknown have we got coming up next? Ooh, here's a hot tip. And my members will get it on Thursday and everyone else will get it on Friday. A little somebody called Charles Nelson Riley. And I went deep and I had a lot of fun. And he was in a wrestling movie to bring my life around in a variety of ways. And you're going to find out all about it. Harry said, Steve Carino's coffee is back. Yes, it is. It's so sweet. It's so nice. It's an opportunity for all of you to take a photograph or a screen cap. Panthea's grandma said, what happened before YouTube cut RJ off the air for spreading indecently happy vibes? He agreed to do snack reviews. Did I agree to it? I said, that's a nice idea, but I'm doing coffee. I don't know if I agreed to do snack reviews. There was a kid I was obsessed with, kid food reviewer. I've been watching him for like 10 years. And he grew into a fine young man. Eric said, RJ, move to Pornhub. Can I even say that, or am I going to get kicked off? Nell said, I love wrestling movies more than any other movie. Here's a deep cut. The One and Only, starring Henry Winkler, to talk of Happy Days. It's one of my favorite wrestling movies. Leo said, I mean, I only noticed the fact that RJ City sounds like RJ Mitty a week or so ago. Nicholas said, Weird Al wrote a song about Charles Nelson Riley. Great song. It is a great song. Charles Dempsey Brown, from Charles Nelson Riley to Charles Dempsey Brown, who says, I was afraid you kicked me off because I mentioned your cuticles and bed hair, laughing my ass off. No, I will kick you off for a few. Blue Meanie wants to know, can we get an extra few minutes on the feed as a mulligan? Yeah, we're doing it. We're going to bring everyone back around. Sorry we missed you all. We're going to give you an extra 5 minutes of content for those of you who may have missed it. How long was I even gone? Time stops when that happens. You're like, oh no, everything's frozen. It says the chat has been discontinued. I feel like I've been kicked into just outer space and I'm floating and it's like, can anyone hear me? You know, this content does a lot to fill various voids in my life. So when it suddenly ends, it's a shock to my system. Neil said, we're almost back up to the same amount of viewers. David and Meanie don't seem to be. Well, Meanie is back. Jasmine Duke is here. She said, why are you so stingy with your time, RJ? People want more. And you want them leaving, wanting more. You don't want them wanting less. What am I going to do for 6 hours? What am I just going to stream all morning? It's a little bizarre. Let me just play a game. Blue Meanie took his pants off. I assume he took his jean shorts off. Neil said, I just had to get my husband to explain Mulligan to me. Of course, it's named after Gerard Mulligan, who was a writer. It was a lovely turquoise tribute from Eric Geezy E. And for these pertinent purposes, I don't think I'm going to be singing songs right now because I have a feeling that that's what got kicked off. Unless it can't be this. Well, we'll try it again. I already showed it, so we'll see. That hurts. That really, really hurts me. Nils New York said, Jessamine gives the people hours and hours and puppies. Just saying. I know. I don't have a dog. What do you want from me? Bill said, if one of your songs got you kicked off, I'm sorry. I thought maybe we clicked on something wrong that got you kicked. No, I feel like someone reported it or unless their system picked it up. I have no idea. I would like to look into it. There's also, if you want to speak to people on YouTube, you can never actually speak to them. It's just everything is automated. No one actually works there. Dixie said 6 hours of RJ eating coffee. I would watch it. Rick said, give us an elbow drop. I can't. No, you have to wait for a show to come back. I think you can see it in person, and even then, I don't really do them. Neil said, "Don't stress about it, Bill. Could be anything. Nobody blames you, Bill. It's not your fault. I want you to let it go. I want you to absolve yourself." Speaking of, I saw X-Pac once on New Year's Eve, last New Year's Eve, and he called me PJ, and then he was corrected, and he felt so bad. He took it so personally upon himself that he messed up my name. I was just like, listen, he kept apologizing. I was just like, you got to let it go. I'm okay with it. I'm not upset. You can't walk around with that weight anymore. It's important when people apologize and they do feel bad. You have to look them in the eye and say, it's okay. Let it go. It's gone. Because sometimes I mess up things and I will feel bad about it for years. I'm still upset about things I did in grade 6. By the way, this coffee is excellent. The Bullet coffee. Miles said someone had to report it, unfortunately. Somebody reported me. And I think, to be honest, it might be Steve Carino. He's really the only person who's distinctly in the chat today who hasn't been here before. Maybe he wasn't a fan of it. Jessamine can confirm that X-Pac was still talking about how bad he felt that he called me by the wrong name over a month later. If he remembered it, I think he would remember my name. If he remembers things that acutely. But look, I'm not upset about it. He can let it go. He's a swell fella. Leo said, if Figure's toy company figure is anything to go by, then Blue Meanie wears nothing under his jean shorts and is totally smooth down there. Well, that's nice to know. Jordan said, Vince McMahon, Eric Bischoff, or Paul Heyman, who's providing the best Cobb salad to procure even your talents? Got to go with Eric Bischoff. He looks like a Cobb kind of guy. He enjoys the finer things in life, like a good-hearted Cobb. Nicholas said, he called you PJ because you remind him of Just Incredible. I have been told that I look Portuguese. Pandela's grandma said, Dixie Batista, 6 hours of straight singing, coffee, and elbow drops is a full day's work. That should get him at least $35 an hour. Spot Center sent a lovely teal tribute and said, your money. Thank you. I'm back in business. Brian said, I prefer my coffee black like my soul. I prefer my coffee like I prefer my women, filled with artificial sweetener. Ty said, oh, God, nails in New York. I forgot about the vacuum. Ah, yes, the vacuum story. I ruined my mother's vacuum. That was like a month ago. So let's relax. Charles MC Brown said, when are we going to get David Arquette on as a guest, even in split screen? Well, he has been on the show 1, 2, 3. He's been on the show 4 times, and then including the time he called me and broke my stream. And then maybe I will have him on soon on a split screen. It's a little bit of an ordeal, but we're going to get through it. We have time. But tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, David and I will be live on Facebook doing a Galaxy Con interview with Kid Cadet. It's on their Facebook page. On their Facebook page. If you would like to join us, we will be there. It will be incredibly sweet. Nails New York said, never forget. I've forgotten. Eric said, well, there's an emoji of me bending over. And there's my favorite, as if to say, huh? I think that's a good substitute for the shrugging emoji. I will say, this coffee is fantastic with the bulletproof, too. It's strong and delightful. Nell said, RJ has told me to get my shit together, calm down, and relax on different occasions. And I will continue to. Brandon said, what's a Galaxy Con? Well, since these conventions can no longer operate as they want to do, then they're doing interviews instead on Facebook and getting people to come along and that kind of thing. It's like a Comic-Con convention thing. It's a con. I mean, it's not a con since it's a scam. It was a convention, and now they're going to be having David and I live on Facebook Monday, tomorrow at 7. Ty said there's a few people you could have on with split screen. Just saying. Is that my shrug emoji? Eric said, will David be in drag? No, David is a drag. That's what you're thinking of. Nils New York said, Dan Housen was on GalaxyCon last week, and it's a split screen interview. You can ask live questions on YouTube and Facebook. It's cool. When I have the full link, I will post it. Brandon said, okay. And I say, Ponzi schemes. So we're getting through it, and we're having a fun time. Eric is having a good laugh. Chris said, David in drag would be a sight. Have you seen his normal clothes? I'd much rather the gentleman be in drag. At least fashion-wise would make some sense. Charles M.C. Brown said, coffee is strong and delightful. Could you describe David Arquette the same way, strong and delightful? Well, he's got tremendous calves. A lot of people don't know that. His leg strength just below the knee is unparalleled. He can do calf raises all day long. The sheer size of them and the definition. Everything else, I could take or leave. Spot Center said, is anyone else in pre-spin mode? I am so ready for my Sunday spin with RJ. Are you telling me I should wrap up soon? I'm going to wrap up soon. Don't worry. Nails in New York said, Penn Gillette said Dan Housen as the same as me. Well, it's because we speak. Joey Book said, how you doing today, RJ? Good old Joseph Book. I was doing okay. I was having a rollicking good time, and then I got kicked off by YouTube for some unexplained reason. They won't let me. I can't wait to click later and try to figure it out. Leo said, who's your favorite British 80s band or singer? Well, I don't think it's 80s. I think it's 70s, but I did play something by Lulu today, and I enjoyed that. Wings. Do they count as a British? I don't like anything in the 80s. That's like, I don't like it that much. You know, it's just not my bag. Chris said, can he crush melons with his calves? Well, we're going to do a nice customs video and find out. Jasmine said, you promised us extra time. Someone's very upset already that I've even threatened to leave. Yet somebody else said, why don't you just spin already and get this over with? Eric said, David and Melter have the same stylist. No. Dave Melter dressed refined and subtle compared to David Arquette. David, I say about his fashion, everything he wears is a thing. Everything is a thing. Like, not one of those things is normal. Nicholas said it was a cockamamie reason, if you ask me. I don't know what you're referring to, but cockamamie all the way. Rick said, do you know Hannibal? Is that like the Muffin Man? Can I sing that song? Is that copyrighted? Nail said, who is your favorite stand-up comedian? I was just talking about this. I like Patrice O'Neill. I like Sarah Silverman, Norm Macdonald, Pat Cooper. I think are all very good. Those are ones that are just coming to mind. I feel like I can talk about them forever. Gilbert Gottfried, of course. Leo said, Wings are the band the Beatles could have been. So then maybe it's for the best. Dixie said, don't leave yet, RJ. Okay, Dixie, I'm staying for you. Ty said, were you even born in the 80s? I was born in 1962. Spot Center said, my first concert, you ask. It was Iron Maiden, Whitesnake, and Judas Priest in Pittsburgh around 81. What was yours? What was my first concert? I think it was Sharon Lois and Bram, if not Sesame Street Live. But I think my first legitimate adult concert was Simon and Garfunkel, which says a lot about me as a person. Eric said, David's just shinier. Pantyhose Grammar said, Type 5, all the more reason to leave it behind where it was. Chris said, Melts is the epitome of dad fashion. This is a real Steve Carino tribute episode, though. If you're just joining us again, I make Steve Carino's Square Circle Cafe King of Old School Silver blend, who's probably left us. He's probably like, this thing froze, and I'm not going to click on anything else. He got the gist. Nevertheless, you know, I will say, sometimes you do get kicked off. Things happen. But considering I've been doing this for 2 years, which is what, over 100 episodes, plus the ones on Wednesdays now, let's say over 56, let's say 120 episodes. It's been fairly consistent, you know, technical snafus aside. Brian said, Blue Meanie said, pardon me, my first concert was the Beach Boys in 85 on the beach in Atlantic City. What were the Beach Boys like in 1985? Eric said, Melts is like the Jersey Shore and David is like aging rock star Chic. Chic is putting it mildly. Lost Shadow wishes that they could go back to the 80s. Well, there's the door. Jordan said, you seem like you would have been into the Cintas. Ring any bells? No, unfortunately, no. It's very sad, but no. Bill said, how long does it take you to drink a whole bag of coffee? That's a good question. And I don't know how much this, what is this, a 12 or a 16 maybe? There's actually a lot in here. A couple. That's delightful. That makes me feel better. Maybe a week and a half. Maybe a week and a half. You know what? I'm going to monitor it. Sometimes what happens is I'm not done the other coffee before I start the new one. So I still have some coffee left in my canister, and I will put this in and make a blend of it all. So it's like you're never really fully out. So I never know how long it takes. Niels New York said, don't let it put you off stride. It happens. Leo said, do you still have those blue trucks with the blue trunks with the musical notes on them? I got rid of them. I think I stole them. They were one of my favorites, and I should make them again. Nell said he drank the first cup quick for sure. Well, that wasn't a full cup. I didn't have the butter in it either, and I was tasting it, which I think makes you sip more. Eric said RJ is from Canada via Long Island. In many ways, Canada, it can be a Long Island. Miles said, where can we find that coffee? If you go to Squared Circle Cafe, if you type it in, the website will come up. I've tagged on Twitter and Instagram that will show you all the nice things they have. And they also have these sweet mugs. So go look, Squared Circle Cafe. Eric said, do you sell your underwear? No, but I really should, maybe for charity or something. Would people buy them if I donated it to the B. Arthur Fund or something? I don't know. This is a horrible idea. It's not going to end well. Neil said, has anyone tried to buy your wrestling figures? I was impressed with Mr. Perfect. Not a lot of people know that I have a bunch of wrestling figures. Matt Cardona was not anticipating it, and now he's very impressed. No one's tried to offer until now, I guess. Somebody offered a trade. They wanted my Brett one with the silver glasses. I said, Trunks of Love. Terry said, what would the flavor of a personalized RJ City coffee be? I like notes of dark cherry. It would have some element of that. I don't know if there's a coffee that I want to put my name on yet. I'm still looking. I'm figuring it out. Blue Meanie said, I use RJ's underwear as a coffee filter. I think it's a great idea, and it's much better than using the jean shorts. Ty said, there are some weird people in the world. Yes, someone would buy her underwear. Her meaning me? Nicholas said, buying, selling used underwear is a shady business. Shades of brown. Nail said, I know Ethan Page has sold his wrestling trunks. I've seen a picture. Somebody framed them. Yeah, I know. People like to make little displays. I mean, they can't buy you boots or anything. And also, I don't know. A lot of people buy hockey jerseys, like game-worn hockey jerseys and baseball jerseys and things. So you can use anything for a perverted purpose, but there are also other reasons. Eric said, I'd have a lot of creamer and a little camp. That's very sweet. Nail said, I can't call him meanie. He's so nice. He is blue lovely. Panty this grandma said, coffee scented underwear line. Coffee neutralized smells. Ooh, talk about browns. Ty said, my cat hit my phone while I was talking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, your cat typed her. Likely story. What an intelligent cat. Eric said, shades of brown, a little blue. Nails in New York said, you could frame a pair of undies next to a used coffee filter sold, and then she used my members only do the moves emoji, reminding us all to do the moves. Jordan Patrick said, I have Greg Iron's bloody jeans from him and Ricky Shane Page's dog collar match. And they're also it's a good way to get a solid pair of jeans. You know they're durable, and that's important. Well, that's the program for today. I'm sorry that YouTube kicked me off. Hopefully they won't do it again. I was having such a nice time. Thank you again to Steve Carino's Squared Circle Cafe Coffee. This was the King of Old School Silver. There's other ones. He also has mugs and shirts and things of that nature. Go click on my social media. I tagged it. He's a sweet fella, and I'm a salty fella. Today has been a tumultuous day, as will the rest of my life be. Nevertheless, thank you all for joining me. If you want to hit the join button, knock yourself out. And until next time, let's get a nice shot. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Godspeed and God bless.